welcome. Thanks for joining us. So just about set and on the hill, Johan Santana. What do you got on him, Chris?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Kicks and deals. The shortstop takes the ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. Ricky Henderson up next for the Astros. He's one of those Dave McCarty, Mark Carrion, Ricky Henderson types. Throw left, bat right.
You make a note of those guys because it's just different. It's like, man, you're left-handed, but you hit right-handed.
1 down, base is empty. Outside low, and the count is 1-2. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And it's caught for the out. And let's take a look at the lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be...
Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. He circles the bases. It's 1-0. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there, no doubt about it.
Digging in, Ken Griffey Jr. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they...
Oh, that's a strikeout. And that'll do it for the inning. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the mound now, Vida Blue.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Swings and misses. That's strike 1. Swing and a ball popped up. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Batting second.
Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. Finding themselves down a run early, they'd like to punch back here with a run of their own.
Absolutely, Boog, but I don't expect them to change their approach because of that run. They still want to put together strong at-bats. Be patient out there and get a feel for this starting pitcher.
And another ball. 1 out, base is empty. Off the mark there. And that's ball 3.
I got 3-0.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and
Batting third.
guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
So, man aboard. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Pudge Rodriguez. Swing and a ground ball, and it stays fair. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with 1 down. Carlos Delgado up now for the Mets. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That's out number 2. Now it's Jose Ramirez, a switch hitter batting right. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. He'll circle the bases, and it gives him the lead in the first. It's 3-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Here's Juan Soto. And first offering is fouled off. And there's a ball. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Mets get 3 on this homer. It's now a 3-1 ball game. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Yordan Alvarez. Santana back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Santana, a 6-foot lefty, 25 years old, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. That one close, ruled a ball. And now it's even 1-1. Dave Lawrence behind the plate today. Consistent and pretty accurate with the balls and strikes.
Yeah, he's one of those guys, Spook, that just keeps the game moving. Nothing overly unique about the strike zone that he calls, and as a result, he's appreciated by both sides.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, I think he was waiting on the changeup right there, and he got it. It just drifted too far in on him. I think that pitch is just a little more out over the plate. Probably squares it up, but instead, he's going to have to go take a seat.
Next to hit, George Brett. Down the line. And that's a foul ball.
I remember when all the eyes in baseball were on Brett as he chased the magic 400 mark in 1980. Didn't miss by much. Finished at 390.
Ground ball, left side. Throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. Here's the catcher, Gary Carter. First pitch doesn't find the zone. 2 outs, base is empty. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit.
Everything came together for him. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
That misses the zone, and it's a ball and a strike. And that drops in for a strike. Carter, the runner at first with 2 gone. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. 1 left for Houston, and it remains a 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the veteran outfielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Swing and a miss, and that is strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss.
Man, he really sells
0-2
the
is the count.
changeup with that arm action.
And he hits a ground ball right side. And he takes it himself for the out. Here's Francisco Lindor. Tapped softly on the ground. On the run, sends it over to first. It's there, and that's a great play. 2 outs, base is empty. And now, Luis Angel Acuna. First pitch swinging.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early. Out
to short, Larkin. And the Mets go 1-2-3. Mets go down quickly, but they still lead it 3-1. New inning getting started. Now it's the second baseman, Craig Biggio. And that misses. Ball one. And Craig and Kevin Biggio were just the second father-son combo to each hit for the cycle. Pretty cool for both of them. And you know how I love the cycle. And that one clips the corner.
Talking about Craig's son, Kevin, he's a solid player, has a lot of his dad in him, too. Plays the game real hard.
Right through there for a strike. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Man, he got a real good pitch to hit right there with 2 strikes. You cannot miss that. Not a great slider at all. And I tell you what, that's where you've got to do damage. He looked like he was on time getting the bat through the zone, but he just caught air.
Larkin, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
That one to first. Delgado takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. And stepping in for the Astros, Ricky Henderson. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. In the air, center field. Williams settles underneath it, and that'll do it. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. There's the strike.
0-1's the count. I got a ball, 1 strike.
And that skips in the dirt. Now a screamer into the outfield. Junior makes the grab, 1 down. Now the number 2 hitter, Bernie Williams. He walked and came around to score his first time up. And misses inside. Next pitch in for a strike, and the count 1-1.
Good looking fastball right there. Surprised he didn't take a rip at that. I think he got locked up a little bit.
And a curve is down and in. Swing and a ground ball. Biggio to first, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd. 2 down, bases empty. And here's the catcher, Pudge Rodriguez. This to 3rd, Brett. Tosses to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing for the Mets. And the score stays. As we go to the top of the 4th, here's a big power threat. Jeff Bagwell. Late swing, fouled off. Santana winds and deals. Swings through that one.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
And down on strikes. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. And next to hit for Houston, Ken Griffey Jr. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
That one outside. And that is ball 1. Griffey was an instant sensation when he burst onto the major league scene back in 1989. A sweet swinging 19-year-old kid, and he got to play alongside his dad. He was a special player. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
And in his rookie year, it was already clear that Ken Griffey Jr. was a generational talent, a bona fide five-tool player, and every one of those five tools was elite. Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm, put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys.
In the air, left field. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the 4th. Greg Maddux. And stepping in for New York, Carlos Delgado. Struck out swinging his first time. That one ripped. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. And they add on. It's 4-1.
Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Next pitch is outside. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Soto now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
And that one is inside. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that's down and away. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. Nice grab. Throw to the pitcher. Got him. Nice play. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 4-1 ball game. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now the third baseman, George Brett. Santana back to work. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. Brett, a former MVP, 27 years old. He's one of the few players in Major League Baseball, and that's a fair ball. Around first, digging for 2. The throw in, not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Tried to get inside on him, but he was ready for it. Just kept his hands in and turned on the pitch. Quick bat through the zone.
Carter batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. And a swing and a miss, and he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Walker stands in now and watches strike 1. Brett, the runner at second with 1 away. Clips the corner, 0-2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Next one misses. 1-2 to count. That one
That's off the
just
plate.
misses.
Ball 2.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. One out and a runner at second. Ground ball right side. Steps on first for the out. Craig Biggio digs in now. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top level guy like this.
2 outs and a runner at third. And we're at the top of the 5th. This one popped up. Ramirez. And makes the grab. And that'll do it. 1 hit, 1 left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mets 4. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th and taking over on the mound, Catfish Hunter.
Well, at this point in the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
Tap foul at the plate.
Well, here's a game Lindor will never forget. One night in July of 2023, he went 5 for 5 with a home run, 2 triples, and he scored 3 runs. That stat line is so rare, only one other player has done it. Guess who? Willie Mays in 1958.
Got him looking for the K. Fastball at the letters froze him for strike 3. Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets. Grounded out his first time up. In the air to left down the line. Henderson on the move. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Hit hard, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. And next for the Mets, Bernie Williams. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. Swings here and blasts one left field. Henderson going back on this one. Pulls it in on the warning track. So 1 hit is all they get. Also. Corbin Burns gets the ball now.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. The part about Burns' journey that's so interesting, former 4th-round pick out of St. Mary's, where he pitched alongside Tony Gonsolin. Headed down the line. And that drops foul. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
And it's even up.
Count is 3-2.
Line to left. And that's just foul. Out to short. Lindor on to first. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth. So digging in, Ricky Henderson. There's a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
And ball one. Right back to him on the mound. The throw to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the sixth.
Number 5.
Jeff Bagwell now at the plate.
Bagwell.
Line drive. That's a base hit into right field. And that keeps the inning going.
Now batting.
Ken Griffey Jr. up next for the Astros. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. That one ripped, but foul. And a ground ball to first. Delgado. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
You gotta love his hustle down the line to beat the flip to the bag. I mean, there's a lot going on between a first baseman and the pitcher during these plays, and he just kept his head down and beat it out.
Alvarez in the box now. No balls and a strike. In there at the knees. That is strike 2. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back. That one on its way, and it's gone. Yordan Alvarez circles the bases. It's 4-4. So they bring on the veteran, Mike Messina.
Number 35. Mike Messina.
Now it's going to be George Brett. First pitch, and he just misses. 2 down, nobody on. And we're the top half of the sixth. Lifted in the air down the left side. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Houston brings in 3 on this homer. All even now at 4 apiece. Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tom Glavine. 3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Here's the power hitting catcher, Pudge Rodriguez.
Tom Glavine.
And there's a strike. The Astros have some action in their pen. Joe Nathan appears to be getting loose. Webb warming up as well. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Now this is in the air down the line. Henderson makes the grab, 1 away. Here's Jose Ramirez. He's already homered in this game. And that one fouled off. Way inside.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
Swing and a ground ball off the middle. That's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much.
Lined into right. And it gets down for a base hit. They hold him at third base. and now the bases are loaded.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Nice line drive to pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. With the go-ahead run at third here in the bottom of the sixth. And a big swing and a miss.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Tied at 4. Ripped on a line. One runs in, and it bangs off the wall. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's 6-4.
Really nice job with two-strike hitting in that at bat. I love that swing.
Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order.
Second baseman, Luis.
So up next for New York, Luis Angel Acuna. Golden opportunity right here. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Hit on the ground, might be 2. Larkin has it for 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Roy Oswalt into the game.
Number 44. Roy.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. 1 for 3. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That's back there. Out of here. A 3-run dinger. It's 10-4. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Gets it to first. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. But it'll come at a cost as 6 cross the plate. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Singy, you grew up in the Bay Area. Did you have a favorite player as a kid?
Yeah, I love the A's lineup. I mean, guys like Ricky Henderson.
Oh, this is deep to left center. Way back there. On its way. Gone. And they cut into the deficit. It's 10-5. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth.
Out towards left center. Williams on his way over. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down. So next up for Houston, Craig Biggio. And first offering is fouled off. You also had the pleasure of going over and hitting and taking batting practice at a big leaguer's house. Who was that?
Yeah, Willie McGee, one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion. Not
he
in the
lived
Hall
in your
of
neighborhood.
Yeah, his folks live right down the street from me, and that's where his batting cage was. I used to look out of my backyard down the hill and just dream of one day maybe being able to go over and hit with them. And that dream became a reality when I was drafted by the San Francisco Giants.
Swings and misses. That's strike 1.
1-1.
That finds the mark on the inside corner. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Pulled the string on the changeup. Astros notch a run on the solo homer. Now into the ball game on defense, Pedro Leon. He's in at shortstop. 3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Pudge Rodriguez getting ready to hit. Hit in the air, left field. And Ricky Henderson the grab. And now the first baseman, Carlos Delgado. He's already homered here in this one. Deep drive down the line. Foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Towards first. And he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting.
Here's the third baseman, Jose Ramirez. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Bagwell sizes this one up. Can't get there. This one lands foul. Not close with that one, and it's 1-1. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Juan Soto now. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back for the top of the 8th, and they'll go with a pinch hitter to start the inning. Terry Pendleton.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
On the ground right side. Tosses to first. First out in the top of the 8th. There comes a pinch hitter for the Astros. Paul O'Neill. 1 out. The base is empty for him. Swings through that one for strike 1. Messina, a former Gold Glove winner. He features a 4-seam fastball. A slide hit in the air right field. And that one way back there. And that is way gone. A gigantic blast. It's 10-6. Two pitches, 2 swings, that one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way.
The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Clay Holmes.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
1 down, base is empty. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Going back onto the track, and he makes the catch. So now a pinch hitter, Chase Headley. And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a ball softly hit out into left center. And that is that. But not before they're able to draw closer with this. So remaining in the game defensively, Paul O'Neill. He pitch hit last half and now takes over at first. Astros go to the pen, and here comes Darren O'Day. And now Teoscar Hernandez.
The left fielder,
drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
Pulls that one foul.
For the Astros. Now playing center field, number 22, Jason Hayward.
Center field. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Now batting,
Francisco Lindor. Comes up. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter. Ellie De La Cruz. Looking to start something with 1 gone. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Luis
Pinch hitting for
looks
the
like
Mets,
it'll be a pinch
number
hitter.
2,
William
Willie
Adames.
Adames.
And he's a right-handed bat, but he handles same-side matchups pretty well, so should give him a good at-bat right here.
And first offering is fouled off. De La Cruz, the base runner at first with one out. He swings and fouls one off. Got him. 2 away now.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to
Now
the dugout.
batting, the
Got a pitch to
designated
hit
hitter,
and just
Ronald
couldn't get to it. I
Acuna
think that slider
Jr.
really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
And a foul ball.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
That one misses. 1-1. Acuna punches one foul right side. Two outs. On the ground to the left. Got him on the off-balance throw. And that is staying in the game on defense. Ellie De La Cruz taking over as the new shortstop. Up now following his pinch hit appearance.
Now
So they
pitching
turn
for
to
the
Edwin
Mets,
Diaz out of the pen.
number 49, Edwin Diaz.
Brad leading things off and takes a strike. Flares it into the outfield. Takes it in for the out. Now here is Gary Carter. That misses. 1-0. Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do?
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Hauls it in for the out.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Walker in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. That's off the inside corner and 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. 1 strike away. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Key to this game was that huge 6